All right, Simon, with another Back to Basics. Today we got Santiago. We're gonna cover some shoulder movements, overhead press, lateral raise, a reverse fly, and we're also gonna be doing a little bit of shoulder mobility. So I find a lot of people have limited external rotation. We sit at a desk all day or whatever, and we need to open that up. One of my favorite things is to get someone on a bench like this. We're gonna go prone position, so knees up and your chest down, just kind of getting warmed up for our shoulder movements. We got a nice neutral spine. Keep that head right there. We're gonna drive your elbows out so they get to like a goalpost position. This can happen from your shoulder blades coming together, and then from there, all you're gonna do is spin through your elbows and bring that up. And go for as much range as you can. Bingo. It's gonna be 1, then rotate 2, back down 3, and back down 4. What we really should be feeling at that top position is like you're opening up through your chest. Don't drive too much extension through the lower back. Use the bench, just sink into the bench. Perfect. A lot of the time when people do overhead pressing, they don't have the mobility to be able to get all the way overhead and then press. They get a little shoulder impingement, or they have to really extend their chest. We're actually gonna take you up into more of like a higher incline. That's gonna take down the angle of sitting straight upright. It's going to allow you to lay back a little bit. We're still gonna target those delts that we're looking for, the anterior and the lateral delt with an overhead press, but it's a little safer and it doesn't require as much like range of motion to get all the way up here without any compensation. We're gonna sit back on this bench here, bring those dumbbells up to your shoulders. So I want the wrist directly above the elbows. That's gonna be the strongest position for you. And what I want is, I want shoulders packed. We wanna create a little bit of stability through there. Go ahead and go overhead for me. Press, and then back down. Open up that chest, keep those shoulder blades down. Keep that chest up, good. And then push. And we're not shrugging when we get to the top. We're just keeping that chest nice and proud. Not a huge arch here. Perfect. Go ahead and push up overhead again. And you'll see from the side that he's on that slight incline and he's not directly over his head. If he's limited in external rotation, this is a much safer way to target those shoulders. Moving on to our lateral delt. I see a lot of people doing lateral raises, which is great. They get a lot of compensation by getting some momentum. Their hands start to get above their elbows, all that sort of stuff. To take away any sort of compensation is drop the weight a little bit. I like to use like a chest supported lateral raise. That makes sure that you can get a nice neutral spine and really target those lateral delts in the line of pull. Go ahead and I want you to actually kneel up on here and I want your chest facing this guy. When we're gonna do this, we want a little bit of a softer elbow. I want you to feel like your traps are relaxed and you're moving out from the AC joint only. No shrugging up through here. And you're driving the movement by thinking about lifting this elbow. So just practice that one for me. Right there. And that's your range about there. So you can see Santiago's hands are a little bit lower than his elbows, and that's fine. I like that. I like to think, leave those hands behind a little bit. This movement should be only basically these 2 points moving. Shoulders there, nice and tall. From there, right there. Perfect. Too many times you see people, they come up and they try and find that extra bit of range and they just lift here, right? So we lose it from the lateral delt and it goes straight into the anterior delt then. Now we're gonna do a reverse fly with the cable. We're gonna use the Kaiser, but if you're out on the floor, you can use the free motion cable cross machines. They work exactly the same. So I'm gonna adjust the height of this arm to his shoulder height. That way we get that thing right in the direct line of pull and we're not compensating to have to lift it or pull it down to be able to get our reverse fly. And we're gonna cross him over. Always start at shoulder width apart. We don't want to close up. Drop your rib cage just a little bit. Perfect. Don't overly extend. Open those arms right up. Keep those arms straight. Wrists really strong here. There we go. And back in. Little bit of rib flare there. Let's keep that down. Only shoulder width apart on the way in and then back out. Excellent. No shrug here. You'll notice that when you get to that open position, that cable is directly in line with your upper arm. I like that.